Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Call of the Night Season 2 episode number 3 reaction. Right, the previous episode we met what was his name? Mahiru, right? His the girl that he likes, and I have forgotten the girl's name, but she's a vampire and there's something suspicious going on about her. Like she is in a weird way, she hasn't really told Mahiru about, like that she's a vampire. She was trying to hide it, and then when Mahiru came and went in front of her and realized like something is going on in front, along with Ko, she admitted that she's a vampire, and then she was like trying to leave, and then when Mahiru stopped her, it seemed like she was like very happy that her plan worked, that she would be able to make him into one of like a vampire as well, like into like actually feed on him. Now I came to a conclusion at the end that I think that it's because she's waiting for the perfect opportunity to feed, because when like he'll genuinely like her, like his blood will probably taste better because of like emotional fluctuations and stuff. Maybe that's why like something like that she's doing, and she's done this to a lot of people. I think, like, as we get to know from Nazuna, that she has made a lot of other like offsprings, but like 50 or something like that. It's crazy. So maybe she does that. Maybe she just waits for the perfect opportunity and then bites them to get like the best of the taste of the blood. I don't know, but like it's kind of mysterious. So that's what's going on. In the end, Ko was asking a lot of the other, like the other vampire friends that he has, and about the whole situation, but they got interrupted with what's her name? Um, that girl with the glasses, Uigusu or something like that. That girl, she's literally just there and the other side of the counter of the public bath. So I'm guessing we'll probably get into a fight now. So let's see what happens. Episode number 3. Let us begin. I'll be putting subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa, what's happening here? Oh, it's a vampire. Okay, that's her past, I think. Hmm. Oh, right. Okay. Well, she's a vampire hunter. What? Yeah? Oh my god! Hey! What in the hell? Wait, what's happening? Is there something with this glass? Oh my god! Hey! What's happening? Oh, there she is. Whoa. Yeah, there's something with the glasses. Yeah, because you put the glass on him and suddenly a personal item from a vampire. Oh. Oh. And that's why, okay, it worked on Akun. Yeah, she'll do her research. Well, it was pretty obvious from the opening that she knows her. Okay, well, hmm, maybe, yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's a weakness for them. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Hmm. Does she not remember? What? She doesn't remember, that means. Maybe it's because she's been the vampire for the longest time. She's quite. She's been a vampire for a long time, right? How much? Hmm. Right. Oh. Oh yeah, because she became a vampire. I have no recollection. No, like hmm. Also, so Ko will also forget his human life after he becomes a. Another thing I'm thinking, that girl, Uyghus, right? He, she, we saw the beginning of today's episode, someone was dead, probably her relative. Hmm. It's from her past. His past. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow, that was pretty cool. I was like, wait, did his tears turn into like something? That transition was pretty cool. Yeah, what is this Dagashikashi reference? Oh lord. Hmm. Uh, info on her. Oh yeah, she's like okay. Obviously, there she has some connection with Uigesu, so that's definitely one of her past. Okay, I don't think it works like that. Damn. Hmm. Well, probably like 60, 70. Yeah, you're a vampire. What? What? That's not really that. Why is she saying like 50 years memory? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so she's the same age as Uigusu. Lord. Nah, she's a little bit older than Uigusu, I guess. If she's 40s. Well, she doesn't remember. Oh, okay, he's talking about that. I see. Yeah. What was it? This room. Oh, she was in this room from the beginning. Hmm. Oh, maybe there's something here. Third Komori Hospital. Hmm, there you go. Oh my god, just it goes through the door. Well, it's a hospital at night. Why is she standing like that? Hello? She's gonna say something stupid. Alright. Yeah, you're a vampire. Yeah, like a woman. Ooh, there's some weird noises coming. All right. No, maybe some. Uh, Wait, she is her voice actress. Aqua's voice actress from Konosuba. I never thought about it. Yeah. Oh. Hmm. No, exit. Oh boy. Whoa! What the? Ah, okay, it's her. Kabura, that's her name. What are you? Well, she's a nurse. I can see that. There's nobody else working except her? Alright. That's the first thing that comes. Huh. What was that? She kind of fumbled her words. Oh, wait. She might actually know Nazuna from her past. No, but this happened before. She became a vampire. Oh. Yeah, good point. Hmm. Right. Hmm. Oh, it's where it ended. You know, there's one thing I was thinking. The first scene that we saw today of Uigusu, and then there was someone beside her who was probably a vampire and who died. Um, I'm assuming that's like her relative, maybe family member or something. And how she was saying that she wants to uh, get Kiku with her own hands. I think there's a possibility that maybe Kiku has something to do with her past, and maybe someone that Kiku turned into a vampire was like her relative, the person who, I'm guessing that's like maybe her father or something. Maybe that's why she's so hell bent on getting Kiku. And her connection with Nazuna is also pretty interesting. Like, we don't know exactly what connection they had, but I'm pretty sure they were probably like knew each other before. Also, the biggest surprising part in today's episode is Nazuna's actually supposed to be like 30 or like 40 years old. So I genuinely thought she was like 80 or maybe like 100. Okay, that is it. So yeah, those were like the few things that are pretty interesting. And um yeah, so first and foremost, like obviously the whole opening pretty much spoils it. That not really spoil, I would say, but it kind of shows like Nazuna and Uigisu, right, together, like they're talking to each other. So that pretty much confirms that they knew each other. Um, just a minute. Let me bring up the character sheet. They knew each other when, like Nazuna was probably when Nazuna was a human, and something like that. Now, there's a few other things. So let me think. She says that Nazuna says that she's actually supposed to be 30 to 40 years old. That means, uh, wait a minute, what's happening here? Oh damn, internet is down. Okay. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, um, oh yeah, I cannot bring out the character sheet then. Anyways, so like I was saying, so she says that she's 30 to 40 years old. The Looking at Nazuna, how old does she seem to be? Maybe she seems as the same age as Ko, right? So what I'm trying to figure out is like the age at which she became a vampire, because from that age onwards, I'm guessing her time stopped. She stopped aging, so that would probably be the time when she got bitten. So if she was like bitten at the age of maybe like 18 or something, you know what, let's just like take a number which is like Nazuna. Looking at Nazuna, she seems like the same age as Ko is like, how old is he, 15 or something, right? um so maybe a little bit older than Ko. So I'm thinking that Nazuna maybe got bitten and became, not bitten but became a vampire at like maybe like 17 or 18 years old. That would mean from that point onwards she has been doing all of these things for like 20 years or something. If her age is supposed to be 30 to 40, that would make sense. So how old does Uigisu seem to be? Looking at her, maybe late 20s, 28, 29 maybe. um right. So yeah, so I think Uigisu and Nazuna knew each other when Nazuna was a human. Uigisu was probably a little younger than Nazuna, maybe like 5 to 6 year age gap. And then Nazuna somehow got bitten and she turned into a vampire. And then what? Then I'm not really sure. Otherwise, why else would Uigisu know about Nazuna? She knows her. And like I would probably say that, oh, maybe she did a research on her, but I doubt that's the only case, because the opening literally shows Nazuna and Uigisu like on two sides of the table. That is that scene, right? They're on both sides of the table and Nazuna's talking to Uigisu and Nazuna's like laughing. That part clearly shows us that they actually know each other personally. Nazuna might have forgotten her because of her lack of memories before, when she was a human. You know, so yeah. Anyways, you know what? Let's just wait and see, because I'm sure they'll explain it to us little by little. We'll get the proper explanation as to what's going on and when Nazuna became a vampire, why she became a vampire, what's her connection with Uigisu. All these things we'll probably get to know little by little. But one thing we need to understand here is the first scene where we see Uigisu's there with the lighter, doing like opening the lighter, closing the lighter. Some like person beside her fallen on the ground, and those particles are coming out, which indicates that that's probably a vampire. Now I'm guessing this person, who is, I don't know who, maybe like her brother, maybe father, I don't know, like we cannot even see the face properly. No, that looks too young to be a father. Maybe brother or something. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, someone is there. The head is like, like with the tie, it's like strangled. I'm guessing Uigisu strangled him. Probably he tried to attack Uigisu, trying to like consume her blood or something like that. Now that we saw, and then later on, we can see that. Um, you know what? No, I think Nazuna and Uigisu are probably same age. I just assumed Uigisu's age is late 28. Maybe she's in her 30s or something. Then that would make sense. Like Nazuna and Uigisu are probably same old because the opening shows a lot of scenes that kind of hint that they're of the same age. But anyways, they definitely have some kind of connection, which we'll probably get to know later. But my question is, so what does that mean? Has Nazuna not seen Uigisu after becoming a vampire at all? Does she know her? If Nazuna knows Uigisu, then that would mean they met again after Nazuna became a human, became a vampire. Because we need to remember, Nazuna doesn't remember anything of her past. So anything that happened before she was a vampire, she doesn't remember. So she could only know Uigisu if and only if she met her after she became a vampire again. So yeah. Anyways, you know what? Let's just stop. Let's just wait and see what happens. I'm sure they'll give us more hints and clues as to what's going on. But another interesting part of this here is that obviously you can see he's like Uigisu is trying to take out all vampires, but at the same time she's more particularly focused on Kiku. She's like, I think whatever happens, I will get Kiku Hoshimi. So what I think is that there's a possibility that maybe one of the, because if you remember, they explained how Kiku has had like 50 people she turned at least. So maybe there was some person she turned that had connections with Uigisu, and that's why Uigisu is like fueled for revenge or something like that. There is a possibility of that. So like Kiku might end up being like a very big deal in this show. I feel like now that we're seeing all of this, you know what? Let's wait and see. But anyways, yeah. So a lot of things we got to know here, and a lot of other implications. Number one thing got revealed here is that anything that is someone holds precious about their past, any kind of item, that is a weakness for that person after the person becomes a vampire. So that's why the later part of today's episode, everyone was trying to find something that was precious to them when they were humans. From the little memories that they have left, they're trying to find those and eliminate those so that they're not used as weaknesses, as a silver bullet against them. Like they cannot be used like that. Now, for Akun, as we saw, like the glasses that he cherished, what's her name? Uigisu used that and tried to like kill him. But obviously, we had other vampires with us. They were able to stop the whole situation. So yeah, that was good. We had Hatsuka, who was able to stop Uigisu from going crazy, and he also said that I will deal with you later, because obviously she hasn't done her research on her. Anyways, so that's what happened over there. Now this also brings us a few other things. Obviously, all the vampires that we have here, they definitely became vampires because they fell in love with someone, and that's why Ko is thinking about Nazuna and who maybe she fell in love with. That's why she became a vampire. Now, obviously Nazuna doesn't remember anything, so she's like, I have no idea. I have no idea. Like I don't have any kind of memories of my past, nothing. So like, and unlike others who have like vague recollections, like, oh yeah, maybe this happened, that happened. For Nazuna, it's complete blank. It's like she doesn't have any memories. It's so weird that she explained how all she remembers is that when she woke up in this room, like that's like her starting point. That's before that she doesn't remember anything. Like that kind of thing. So it is a bit weird. Like why is she like this? Why is her memory this much? Like, yeah. So that's that. Okay, so another thing here is that where Nazuna explains that she's like 30 to 40 years old. So where's that part? Okay, so Nazuna says, okay, no, Ko says, are you over 100 or something? It's somewhere between 30 and 40 ish. So she's like 35, 36 maybe. I love how Ko's like, wait, that's kind of anticlimactic. I thought you were like 100 years old. Hey, yeah, same. I also thought that. Like, I don't know, like, what gave me this impression, but I was under the impression Nazuna was like one of the oldest or something. I don't know where I got that impression from. I'm pretty sure they implied it like that. Or maybe it was Nazuna who, like, acted like that. So I have no idea. I also had the same impression, just like Ko. So she says like she's like 30 to 40 years old. That's like she looks like 20 now, like 18 or 20. So that means she has been a vampire for like 15 years or something. That's not that much of a time. Because if you think about vampires, you're like, oh, maybe like 100, 150 years old, 200 years old. In comparison to that, like 15 years is nothing, literally. So she's a very new vampire. Okay. Interesting. So yeah. And also, like that means this is just not some normal, oh, I forgot my past, because it's barely been any type of like, time. If she was like 100 years or like a 200 years old, I could understand if she had a complete blank slate of what she was like as a human. She's barely been like a vampire for like 15, maximum 20 years. Not enough time to forget like that, like a clean forget. Like she forgot like a very clean line she forgot. Like she's like, oh, I woke up in this room. That's it. That's all I remember. From that point on, my life starts. It's like that. So it's like someone like cut off her past completely. Usually it's like, as others were saying, it's hazy in their head. Like, oh, maybe I did this, maybe I did that. Oh, I do kind of recall something like this. Which is pretty normal for, any type of memory, you could say. Like even our memories up until a certain point, we remember pretty clearly, and then from that point onwards things start getting hazy, unlike Nazuna where it's like a clean cut. It is very weird, you know so there's definitely something else going on with her, like some other thing, like what it is we don't know, but this is not just forgetting, it's something else. Either way, yeah, so there you go. So that's what's going on. Now, another thing we saw in today's episode is the business card that we had of this hospital. Now, this makes me think that Kabura is actually someone who knows Nazuna from her past. You know why? Because obviously, first and foremost, she's a nurse here. Number one, if Nazuna was maybe admitted to this hospital or had something to do with this hospital, she, if back in the days, if Kabura was in this hospital as well, working as a nurse, she should know Nazuna. But obviously Nazuna doesn't remember, so but she should remember her, right? Yeah. Also, this part, where is this section where she hesitates? Okay, what are you two doing here? Kabura, why are you wearing a nurse's uniform? Why wouldn't I? It's for work. Where's that section? There was a section where she hesitates, not hesitates, but she changes her way she was speaking. Okay, this part. So that's what you thought of me. What's going on, Nazuna? It's been a while. Okay, this part. It seems like nothing that serious. Like it's a very like small little stutter that she did. She was saying something and then she like stopped and she said it again. You can see Ko also noticed this. Ko was looking at her. I think she was going to say something like, like something which would have indicated that she knows Nazuna from the past. But she stopped midway because she realized that Nazuna doesn't remember her past, and she stopped midway and changed her the way she said that, so that she doesn't hint any type of connection she has had with Nazuna. I think she knows Nazuna from when she was a human, you know, and like, a lot of proof we can see from that. Like, Nazuna has the business card of this place. Uh, she, I'm guessing when she was a human, she probably used to come here for some kind of reason. That's why if she was working as a Kabura was working as a nurse here at that point of time, and maybe she was a vampire back then as well. Yeah, she would know her, and she's just trying to act as if she doesn't know her. So that's the little stutter, I think, that happened over there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's something like that. Anyways, so like that's what's going on over there. So Go also felt something is going on. So he was like, come on, like you're fooling no one. Like, like Nazuna doesn't remember anything. She has a card with this hospital's name in. You are working here, and you are a vampire. You think all of these are just coincidences? We're not idiots. Like, something is going on, and you know more than you're letting on. So tell us. At which, in the end, Kabura said that, all right, then you'll have to help me with something. So, like, I guess we'll get to know whatever that is next episode. But before that, like, yeah, let's see, like, what this connection is. So a lot of people are connected with a lot of other people, and like, we're getting to know more and more about all these characters and their pasts. Yeah, so this is what we got to know in today's episode. Uegis's connection with Nazuna. Nazuna's memory is not there of when she was a human. There must be someone that Nazuna fell in love with, otherwise why is she a vampire? There might be a connection between Kabura and Nazuna. Maybe Kabura knew Nazuna when she was a human, and she's trying to hide it. What else? There's some kind of connection between Uegisu and Kiku. Uegisu is hell bent on getting hands on Kiku. At which I think that since Kiku has had these amount of people that she made into vampires, into her offsprings, maybe there's someone whose life she destroyed like that, and that person might be connected with Uegisu, and that's why she is this much revengeful. She's like, oh, I have to get my hands on her, something like that. What else is there? Yeah, I think that's more or less the stuff. Now, we also had that little section with Akun and the girl. I forgot her name. The blonde-haired girl, where Akun was like, maybe a time will come when I'll forget my feelings for you. Like when he said like the man, but she was like, oh, it's fine because I'm here. I will remember them. And yeah, and in a way, I guess you could say if Ko becomes a vampire, he will also probably forget memories with Nazuna, because now he's a human. All these memories and everything he'll forget. But as long as Nazuna is there with him and they keep making new memories, I don't think it'll be, that much of a problem. Like, people forget stuff. It's pretty natural process of life. The main thing is like you keep interacting and you keep making new memories to replace those old memories. So something like that. Okay. And there you go. Now, all right, I think that was it. There wasn't anything else in today's episode. Um, hmm. Right, yeah, that is it. That was today's episode. So yeah, I think I'll end it here today. I'm not going to do the scene by scene discussion. I need to end this video a little bit quicker today, but I'm pretty sure I discussed about most of the things. Yeah, so next episode, let's wait and see what um, like type of like task or whatever, like what she wants of us, of Nazuna and Ko. What, like um the Kabura, right? That was her name, right? The nurse. Yeah, what she needs of us. because she said like I want something from you guys, or yeah, I have a condition. She said, all right. So yeah, let's wait and see what that is. All right, and yeah, there you go. That was a very interesting episode. Also, the first part was really cool. Where we just literally just like she was just standing there. She suddenly just is like in front of Akun, like in a matter of a few seconds. I don't know how she did that. She's just a human, right? Like, how the hell did that work? Here we go. I'm going to off Akun first. Then Mahiru Seku, I want a word with you. Okay, and yeah, she just like walked past them. Like it happened so abruptly and so nonchalantly. It's funny how Hatsuka also couldn't react. He was like, "Oh, what?" Like she just walked past them, grabbed Akun's glasses, switched it with the other glass, and yeah, crazy. Okay, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Also, like I forgot to mention this. Another interesting thing they say is like just like how their past things are a weakness for them, that is like so intricately like connected to them that they themselves don't like speaking about their past. So Hatsuka says later on that what, it's pretty interesting that now that I think about it, maybe this is why we don't like talking about our past, because it is going to remind us of those connections, and those are a weakness for us. And this lady here, the detective lady, she being a detective and like being in these type of profession is the best thing that she could do. Like she can easily like take and dig out all the past that we have, and like get stuff that are from our past and use that against us. So yeah, like yeah, pretty fitting like type of situation for her, because she is a detective. It's pretty like easy for her to dig about the vampire's past, get the stuff connected to them, some kind of belongings or something, and use them against her, against them. So yeah, right. And there you go. That is what happened there. Um, right. Okay, that is it. A lot of things we got to know today. A lot of things about um, Nazuna. A lot of things about vampires themselves. Like what type of situation they have. Like what are their weaknesses. All these things we got to know. And now we are trying to find out Nazuna's past, or like something about her past. Maybe some kind of connection that she has. Like the best lead we have is this hospital, and Kabura's here. So yeah, let's see what type of condition she has for us. Okay, that is it. I'll end this video here. Thank you for watching. This was my reaction to Call of the Night Season 2 Episode 3. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Call of the Night. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.